Ever since US President Trump began his second term early last year, global trade has become a lot more complicated with new tariffs and regular threats. The European Union is currently discussing how to counter this latest attack from Washington. Lars Holter is with Deutsche Welle, is joining me from Berlin to talk about it. Good afternoon to you, Lars. What exactly is this about?
Well, in this latest effort to rebalance world trade, Trump is currently attacking the German healthcare system, which is highly unusual because the healthcare system is nationally organized and usually doesn't touch on trade or other international topics. However, the US government accuses German health insurance funds of paying lower prices for medications than American insurers do. And that is true, by the way. German health insurance funds negotiate volume discounts with pharma companies and assess the added benefit of expensive new drugs, just like one would do in a free market. And this is indeed common practice in countries with state-run healthcare systems. But it does run counter to an important goal and indeed one of US President Trump's campaign promises. He has repeatedly said he wants US patients to pay the lowest prices for pharmaceuticals, and now he's asking German patients and insurance funds to pay higher prices to make it happen.
And Lars, how is Brussels viewing this latest dispute then?
Well, the European Commission in Brussels, they view this matter as exceptionally serious, not least because Trump is once again attempting to move the goalposts. Just the fact that the US government has launched an investigation into German healthcare insurance funds is seen as quite outrageous, and a Commission spokesman says, quote, "The organization and financing of healthcare systems, including decisions on the pricing and reimbursement of medicines, falls within the competence of EU member states." And indeed, healthcare is a domestic topic in any country around the world, and thus the EU says it is standing in solidarity with its member states. Now, facing yet another threat of punitive tariffs from Trump, Brussels has asked Washington to adhere unreservedly to the commitments that his government made in the trade deal with the EU, and that includes tariffs no higher than 15%, where they actually currently stand.
So, Lars, what's next now? How is the EU trying to get out of this next chapter of trade troubles?
Mostly by trying to placate Trump. Brussels says they're in close contact with the German authorities looking into everything. At the same time, the Commission has discussed asking German pharmaceutical companies to offer drugs at lower prices in the US, so that Trump can frame this as a success of his policies, arguing that his administration had secured lower drug prices for American patients. They're also considering encouraging companies to make additional investments in the United States. For months, the US government has been urging international corporations to shift more of their production to the US. So Brussels, as well as Berlin, are trying to accommodate Trump, obviously without changing the healthcare system here.
All right, well, let's see if they can tackle Trump in the manner that they're attempting. Thanks for joining us for the moment, Lars.